Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam Bakapashim, Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chachadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, preaching his truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. Just wanted to go into, man, I was inspired of the Apostles Camp video, again, on Saturday, right? To do with the saying, dude, man. And the Lord, the Lord requires faith in this thing, right? He requires faith, man, and there's too many unbelievers in this world, man, that just don't want to believe or accept that the words of this book, the Bible, is the truth, right? And it's something that we always say, like, in the end, right, we're all gonna find out. Okay, the proof is gonna be in the pudding, man. But we tell you this for free, right? When it does come, because it will come, the Lord's judgment, right? It's going to be too late for everybody, man. And everybody that, displayed their unbelief, man, is going to perish. Right? The Lord's going to judge them. Right? It doesn't matter if you don't believe it. It don't matter, you don't believe that, we're the prophets, we're the men of the Lord out there on the highways and byways, giving this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It doesn't matter if you don't believe that. Right? It doesn't change anything. Only because you believe in something else doesn't change what the actual truth is. Right? And you can say, well, how do you know it's the truth? We know through the Spirit, man. We believe it through faith. Right? So, we can, agree to disagree, but eventually someone's going to be proven right. Right? But there's not really any consequences of being proven wrong. If we were wrong, like, you're not coming with any, you people out here are not coming with any consequences that, would make us feel like, oh, it doesn't even matter if we was wrong. But there are consequences for those that don't believe this truth, right? There are consequences, right? You people are going to be, our people, speaking first and foremost, right, are going to be destroyed that don't believe. Okay, you will be put to death. Okay, that is the consequences for getting it wrong. Right? If we're wrong, there's no real consequences, right? So, we can feel all right about that. But there is consequences on your side of things, man. And this is why you should really just fear the Lord, man. You should really just fear the Lord, man, and not play this game that you're playing. Right? It's better just to get with the program. Okay, but the majority of people are not going to do that. As was the example in the in the video at the camp, right? But anyway, let's get these scriptures out, man. This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?" Okay, is it going to change anything? Are you going to change our opinion just because you don't believe? We don't care what you believe. Right? You can believe whatever the hell you want to believe, man. You could bring out as many textbooks as you want, man. Some hidden information and knowledge that you've been searching through the internet, scouring the internet for, thinking that that's truth, man. Believing in those words over the Bible. You could do all that if you want, man. And you can profess it boldly, proudly, right? We don't care. You're not gonna, dissuade us from what we believe. All right, and it isn't gonna have any effect, in the world, man. It's not gonna change what's about to happen here, or change what it is happening right now. You ain't got knowledge to explain what's going on right now. Okay, and where it's all leading to. All right, this is Sirach chapter 3, verse 24. "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion." People got a hell of a bunch of opinions out here, man. All over the place, man. Men have got their own versions of, their truth. They call it their truth, right? They got their own versions of things, man. Okay, but it's not the truth. It ain't the right thing. It's just an opinion, man. And people's opinions don't mean shit. Nobody's opinion means shit. Okay, only the truth matters. Okay, have you got the truth or not? Right? "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment." Right? You can't judge anything. You can't call something. You don't know what's going on. But you're out here talking like, like you know something, man. Don't know anything. Is Proverbs 26 verse 12, right? Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit, right? You people are proud that because it, like, like I said, they believe they know something, man. Right? Some randomness, something contrary, right? And they think, think they're deep. All right. And he's wise in his own conceit. Things of this world, they might be deep into things of this world, knowledge of this world. Right? So they think that they're wise, man. Right? But he's wise in his own conceit because he doesn't really have the true wisdom. He doesn't have the true knowledge of these scriptures, man. Right? It says there is more hope for a fool than him. And that guy that was at the camp, that's a classic example of that. He thought he got, he's been into all this information. He thinks he knows something, the truth about things, and the Bible is not this and it's not that, and how can you trust this and trust that, and because he's read a few things on the internet somewhere, or in a library, or wherever. But where did that information come from? He's willing to put give credence to that information rather than the Bible, man. But why? What makes that information any more valid than the Bible? Where did it come from? Who wrote it? Who was that man or woman? Where did they get the information from? He ain't asking them questions, man. He just because he using it because he liked the sound of it, man. It sound deep. It sound like it makes sense in his head, man. But like I said, they're wise in his own conceit, and really he's just a fool. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. And let me start from 18, right? It says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, right? You learn from the world, right? Got yourself a government education, from public school system, right? As we all have, we've all kind of grew up in this world and learned from the world and got raised up in these schools and whatever, man. But at the end of the day, it didn't lead us to the truth, right? It didn't really teach us. It didn't teach us the understanding of the scriptures. That's for sure, right? It just teaches you how to be another cog in society. That's all it really teaches you going to school. All right, but people get proud once they get their, they go uni, they get their degrees and masters, their PhDs and all that kind of stuff. They get proud, man, thinking that they're intelligent people, man. And these people are most in danger of being stupid, man. They're the most in danger of being stupid, man, because they feel themselves, man. Right? They actually think they're intelligent, but they're only intelligent maybe in the field that they studied, man. It doesn't mean you automatically fucking understand everything, But even when you go to these when vocab and guys like that go to these fucking these seminars, man, to learn the scriptures, man, they think they're deep, man, and they're not. And it's evident they're not deep, man. They ain't learned shit. They've learned some type of doctrine from them, but they haven't really gone into the scriptures, man. They teach, classical Christianity or whatever the hell, you want to call it, man, the bullshit Christianity. And that's why they don't know anything, man. That's why they're always stumbling, okay, when they're coming up against the Hebrews, man, and have to pull shit out of their arse, man, to try and make an argument, okay, which is always for the holes, because they're not really studied, they're not really learnt, Anyway, it says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seems to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise, okay? So we've got to come down to the base level and learn again, okay? Be born again. We have to start from, being built from the ground up again, man. We have to cast away the knowledge or the things we thought we knew, you know, that weren't true. Okay, that weren't right. Okay, and build ourselves back up from the bottom. Right? So we all have to go there, man. But some people are too proud to go back to zero, to go back to ground, to become a fool again. Right? Verse 19 says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High." Man are so proud because they think they're so great. They think they're so intelligent. They think they know everything, man. He's still going around like he knows everything, like he a god. But he's like the biggest fool. You know? It says, "For it is written, ye have taken the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. So therefore let no man glory in men, for all things are yours." Right? We're the babes, man. We're the, you know, the so-called, you know, for lack of a better word, the unintelligent ones, man. We're not got all the degrees and all the knowledge of you know, certain things that these men have been into and that. But okay, what we do know is the scriptures, and nobody else has that understanding, man. Nobody. Okay, that is a precious treasure on the earth, man, and we have that. Okay, it's not been given to everybody to understand them, but we have that. There's nothing that, you know, anyone can come against us with concerning this truth. Okay, we are the authorities on the scriptures here, right? Above any scholar that exists, right? And you know, sometimes, you know, they're on point with things and that, as you know, as we show and that, but they don't really have the full understanding of these scriptures, man. You know, that's for us. All right. That was given to us through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, not through man's wisdom. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12. So, "And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is weariness of the flesh." Right? You know, like I said, they get into, you know, people get into many books and think, oh, they're super deep because they, you know, they've read all these different types of books and they think they're getting knowledge from it, and they, you know, they're picking bits and pieces of it and you know, amalgamating them together to come up with some ultimate wisdom, you know, that is different from everybody else, and they think they're on some next level of understanding. You know, but you know, they ain't. All right. And you know, in turn, they make books and whatever to share that information and whatever. You know, but again, when you're strapped into the knowledge of this world, man, it ain't gonna lead you to the truth, right? It's gonna make you puffed up. It's 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 4. So like I said earlier, you know, we believe in this word through faith, man, first and foremost. And obviously, there's things that we see, things that we've experienced, okay, that reaffirm our faith. You know, the things that are going on in the earth right now, the prophecies in the scriptures, where we see them play out, that affirms our faith, man, because it's happening. Things are happening, because, you know, pertaining to that word. So there is things that we see and understand that go on that reaffirm our faith, but you know, there's things yet to happen that we believe in, right? That we're waiting to happen. You know, we're waiting to see to happen. You know, like the destruction of America, we're waiting for it, man. We believe it. Okay, and we see this world on that road path, man. Right, and everything is happening and is going to happen, you know, as these prophecies speak, as they say, as they're written. All right. So yeah, everything is based on faith, man. And faith is that special gift the Most High given to his men, to his elect. And it's not everybody that, you know, not everybody can just understand it, man. No matter how hard, you know, how much we break it down, the Lord has put a block on you to refuse it, man. All right. But guess what? Those without the faith, like I said, man, they're gonna perish, man. Right. So this is 2 Ezra chapter 15. And I'm gonna start from verse 1, right? It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And that's what the elders and the apostles were doing with that guy. They were speaking the words of prophecy. They were trying to break down things to him. And, he adamant that he don't know this, he don't believe that and whatever. But, he ain't got no explanations as to why he's here. He hasn't got a clue, right? Why him and his people are suffering? He hasn't got any idea, right? It says, and the cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Okay, that's why we have these books, these letters that have been compiled together, right? It says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. I believe the incredulity means unbelief again, I think. I have to check that again. It says verse 4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. Okay, so if you don't believe, that's fine, but you're going to die. That is the bottom line of it. You will die. For sure. Speaking of our people, man, you heathens, man, it don't matter what you believe, man. I mean, you can't believe this anyway, but, you're either gonna die or be put into slavery anyway, so, it doesn't really matter. But pursuant to our people, man, if our people, those of our people that don't believe, the Lord is going to kill them. All right? And it's the same thing the Lord did when the Lord took us out of Egypt. All right? Eventually, all those that came out of Egypt, except for two people, which was Caleb and Joshua, right? They were put to death, man. Mostly because of their unbelief. Because they were always chiding with Moses, always causing Moses issues, problems, complaining, showing lack of faith, man. And so the same thing is going to happen in this side, man. When America gets destroyed, man, the only people that are going to come out of America are the Lord's elect. Okay, everybody else in the land of America is going to be destroyed, man. And those the rest of the Israelites that are around the world that don't believe, man, they're going to get killed. They're going to be destroyed. The Lord's going to destroy them in the famine, in the chaos. The Lord's going to destroy them, man. Okay, the only ones that are going to make it out are the Lord's elect. Okay, those that were given faith to believe in this word. All right. So for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's how the Lord's going to get rid of you, man. Okay, so it's all a game. It's all, nonchalant, like ain't a big deal until you're catching hell. Until the Lord starts sending curses upon you, man. And you start catching hell. And then you'll be like, oh, I wish I listened. Well, it's too late now. It wasn't a game. We made it very clear this ain't a game. But you thought, you thought there was no consequence. You didn't think it was going to happen. So you didn't think there was no consequences for rejecting the truth. Well, now you know. You're going to find out, man. All right. I'm going to close up with this. Yeah. 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 7 says, and everyone that shall be saved, right, shall be able to escape by his work and by faith, whereby you've believed. Okay, the believers are going to be saved, right? Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Okay, that's the Lord's elect, right? Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and that they have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, right? People don't understand that the Most High is the one ruling over all things, orchestrating, and everything that goes on, man. Everything in your life, the Lord is responsible for. All the good that comes of it, all the bad that comes of it, it's all the Most High, and no one gives him credit for it, man. No one on this planet gives the Lord credit for anything. All right. This is verse 11. And they that have loathed my law, those that don't respect the law of the scriptures, they look at it as archaic or out of date. Some, say, oh, that's evil. these Christians will be ashamed of the law, man. some of the laws that are in there, man. They wouldn't do that. That's why it's convenient that for them, some of them teach the laws done away with, man. So they ain't got to face that no more. They ain't got to feel awkward and uneasy about certain laws. Okay, what the scripture says the whole road, though, man. Okay, these Christians want to pick and choose what they want to do and don't do. Anyway, it says and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open to them, understood not but despised it. It's like, yeah. Right? It says the same must know it after death by pain. Okay, everybody's gonna understand after they've been destroyed, man. Okay, after you've gone through what these scriptures speak of, man. When these judgments come upon you, man, you're gonna understand them. When you get put to death, man, you're gonna get put in your right mind. Right? And then you're gonna understand, man. Then you're gonna realize that, oh shit, man, they were saying the truth the whole time. I thought they were just madmen. I thought they were crazy. You know? I thought they were just some dudes in the street. But no. Okay, this word is more than that. We are more than that. Okay, we are mouthpieces of the Lord, man. Okay, we're not just some dudes in the street. Okay, with some kooky doctrine. No, it's the doctrine that's been given to us. Okay, and in time, it's gonna get its respect. All right, but you know, it's just crazy that everybody wants to find out the hard way. You know, our people are so stubborn, man. They want to find out the hard way. You know, but we understand it's hard to trust people. We get it. You know, in the world of this deceit, you know, it's hard to trust people. But it just goes to show that, you know, who the Lord is dealing with, man. The Lord ain't put that spirit up on you, man, to hear this word and to believe it and to have faith in it. The Lord's not dealing with you, man. You know, it's not really about us on the highways and byways, man. It's just whether or not the Lord is dealing with you, man. When you hear this word, something will click in your mind, man. Right? And you won't know why, but it just clicks. But if it ain't clicking, that means the Lord ain't, you know, he ain't trying to have you hear it. He ain't trying to have you see, man. He's gonna leave you blind. Right? He's gonna have you unbelieving. Right? Because you are you know, sentenced for this judgment, man. Okay, and it's just as simple as that, really. Okay, you're here to receive all that judgment. All right. But, you know, with that, I'm gonna end it there. Lord, this was edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So till next time, I say shalom.